Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Speed Champions Nissan GTR NISMO. This is set number 76896. It has 298 pieces, and I believe I paid $32 for this set. Now, this set is a retired set. I believe this is from the first wave of the 8-wide Speed Champions sets, and I bought this around the same time as I bought the Audi R8 Quattro set, I believe, and those were both retired and from the kind of first run of these 8-wides. I'm pretty sure this is the last of the modern Lego Speed Champions in the 8-stud wide format that I have yet to build. I believe I own and have built all of the other ones that have released so far. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure if I looked at the list correctly, this is the last one I have here. So I believe this retailed for $20 when it was still in production and still on the shelves. Because it's retired, I ended up paying a little more than that in the aftermarket, but that's okay for me personally, as I wanted to really experience all of the 8-wides and see how they've changed from some of these early ones to some of the ones that came out this year and everything in between. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. While I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So, until then, enjoy! So I've been experimenting with recording some voiceover for the builds of my sets before I review them, and I didn't have a ton to say about this one except for it was an enjoyable build, but I did want to take a moment to just say thank you for everybody that's watching, and I really appreciate all the likes and subscribes and the comments, and I'm just very grateful, and I hope to continue to be able to make videos about Lego on this channel, and I hope to expand into other sorts of Lego content besides just building sets and reviewing them. And all the support so far has been really wonderful, and it allows me to continue doing this. And so I just wanted to say thanks and enjoy the rest of the build and the review. Okay, so that is this Lego Speed Champions Nissan GTR NISMO, or NISMO. This is pretty great. There's some interesting stuff here. I feel like this is pretty similar to the Audi Quattro that I did somewhat recently, that I purchased at the same time as this. Just their overall shaping feels very similar, and there's certain things as far as design elements go that Lego did when they released these that I don't know if they do as much now. So it's kind of interesting. But I really enjoyed the build, and there are some things that I think are really cool about this, and I like how it looks, and I'm very happy to have all of these 8-wides, at least as far as I know. I've been really enjoying these. They've kind of become maybe my favorite theme or my favorite line of sets, because they use great techniques, they have really good value, they're fun to play with, they're great to display, and they're kind of just a good size and a good amount of detail, and there's just for me personally, there's a lot to love about these Speed Champions in the 8-wides that I really, really appreciate. And I'm not even really a car person, so forgive me for not knowing much about cars necessarily, but these sets have maybe taught me as much as a Lego set can teach one about cars. But I just really enjoy building them, and I'm very, very pleased with this one. So those are kind of my overall thoughts. First thing we'll take a look at is the minifigure. Like many other Speed Champion sets, we get a helmet. This one's in red. We get the clear visor. We get a oversized wrench here. We have the Nissan NISMO kind of racing suit here, which is nice. I really like the kind of fine line checkered stitches almost going in there, and this matches the vehicle really well. And same with the words printed on the pants or on the legs. We also have printing on the midsection here, which is great. The back is very, very similar there. Nissan NISMO with a little bit of stitching and the color highlights. This, I don't know if this is true or not, but this hairpiece and this face very much reminded me of the same stuff that was in the James Bond DB5 Speed Champions set. And I'm not sure if it is, but it looks very, very similar. It's a fine hairpiece. It's a fine face. There is no alternate printing for the face there. And then the rest of the build is this vehicle. So the overall shape is pretty interesting. I'm actually surprised by how well some of the curves work. I thought from the box it was going to be very boxy, but I really liked like these curves here, these slopes, this slope back. Some of the angles around the rear are nicely done. This whole towards the back of the roof section there, or the whatever this is called, the back windscreen and everything, I'm actually really impressed by how good of an approximation it is for the curve, because these translucent or dark translucent pieces in here are just flat. But because when they're folded down and they're bordered by these slopes, it actually is a really good effect that is pretty convincing. So I was surprised at how much I liked that. I think the colors are really, really nice. I love the kind of red highlights here that is also present throughout the stickered details there and internally for the seat backs. But this kind of line of red all around really, really pops for me. And then the white and the black is very, very classic. So I liked that a lot. I will just go ahead and try to point out all these stickers right away. So on the front here, those are stickers. Same with the GTR logo in the middle there. The headlights are stickers, and behind the headlights are stickers. This on the hood is a large printed piece, which the Audi R8 also had. Then moving to the windscreen, that is a sticker. I wish it was printed, but that's okay. These tiles up top are printed. They're just white tiles with a black rectangle on them, but that's still interesting. These are stickers on the slope, and of course the stickers behind the headlights up there too. If we turn it over to the side, sticker on this triangle piece here, sticker right there, sticker right there, sticker on that slope, sticker on both of these slopes. And if we turn it to the other side, those are the same. And then moving around to the back end here, we have a sticker on either side there, one sticker here for this GTR, and then one sticker in the middle for the Nissan NISMO kind of logo there. The sticker sheet kind of looks like it's a lot. I didn't think it was too bad, actually. I did think a considerable amount of the building time is spent applying stickers. Before I got into the stickers, I was like, wow, I'm cruising through this set. But then once I got to applying them, that takes time for me, especially because I'd like to have them as nice as I can. But I believe that is all these stickers. So interesting, we got these printed tiles up here and a really nice printed hood element there, which is very great. And the overall shaping is really nice. I like how they did the grill up here a lot with the other red highlights. There's kind of an offset nature to this hood element here by like maybe half a plate or something, because underneath it, it is like clipped in. So there's a little bit of movement there, but it's clipped in, which gets a really nice effect that wouldn't maybe be possible to get the shape right or the offset right by just building plates on top of plates and tiles and everything. So that's really nice. Very few gaps up here. The side is very similar to a lot of other Speed Champions of the 8 wides. There's not a ton here. There's some studs on the side stuff. We're using those like bracket type pieces like this, and then just tiles kind of over the top of them. I will pop off the hood here so we can see the internal. We get some of those red slopes for like headrests or seat backs there, which is really nice. A red for the gear shifting lever there. There is a steering wheel in there. No internal stickers for a dash or anything, but it can fit 2 minifigures in there, which is very nice. And then we have some of the kind of dark translucent here on the side. Same for as I showed with the back windscreen there. And that, again, I really like how that came together. I was pretty impressed with it. Moving on to the back, there's some stuff back here that I really liked. For example, I loved this sub-assembly down here for the exhaust, and this whole part here, like you build these, and then you and those are all on clips on a bar element, and then you put other clips in between them with some cheese slopes to get that effect. And I think that looks really cool, and was a technique that I hadn't seen used necessarily before. I like how the exhausts are offset by about a plate there. Stickers here don't bother me. One thing I was really impressed by is how these lights at kind of that angle or offset nature of the lights, I'm using the word offset a lot, but how one light is sort of up, slightly angled up from the other one, and that was achieved in a really nice way. So we can see there's a stud on the side of that brick there, and then that is what's used to kind of offset and give that little difference in height from the translucent piece behind it for these lights. And I really like how that looks, how one is like set further back than the other and they're slightly up. That was really cool to see, and I don't know if I've seen anything exactly like that before, but I love the use of like a stud to kind of bolster a design, even when it's not just used for a connection. So that was really cool for me to see. Very basic spoiler back here, no stickers on that, and it's pretty great. There's a slight forward rake because there is an extra plate between the back and the front here. It is very low to the ground, which is really cool, and that's partly because of the rake and also because of the extra plates and tiles that are done on the bottom. This uses the older kind of wheels, which are instead of the rubber and the internal of the wheel being dual molded in one piece, they are separate pieces. So these are slightly smaller than the more modern wheels, and that's true for the rims as well. And ultimately, I think this is really great. I love the colors. I think the shaping is actually a lot more impressive than I initially gave it credit for. Cool building stuff, and it looks really great. And it's a great toy, and also a great little display set for this Nissan GTR. And having built other GTRs from various manufacturers and just all of the other Speed Champions Speed Champions, sets from the 8 wide era. I'm very pleased with this one, and I'm pleased with all the other ones. And maybe at some point I'll once I finish reviewing all the 8 wides, because I still have several that I had built previously to my channel that I haven't reviewed yet. Maybe once I go through all of those, I'll sort of make a video where I kind of look at all of them side by side and compare and contrast them and see which ones are my favorite, which ones I like, which ones the most, which ones I like the least, because I do pretty much like all of them, and this one's no different, so I'm very, very happy with this. I'll show the extra pieces. We do get, of course, the extra rims here, and then we get this standard extra pieces for a Speed Champion set. A lot of 1x1s, some plates, some tiles, the exhaust, the minifigure visor for the helmet, and that's pretty much that. So this set is 298 pieces. I paid $32 for it, which again doesn't feel too bad for me, especially given modern pricing. If this released today, I imagine it would be $25. At the time it released, I believe in 2020, this probably retailed for $20. In fact, I'm almost certain about that. Because it's in the aftermarket, I don't mind paying a slightly higher price for these. And so I was just very glad I was able to find one sealed that wasn't, super crazy high priced. And I've been very fortunate with finding a lot of the retired sets that I missed from the 8 wide era for reasonable prices, and that goes for the 2-packs and some of the more like out there sets like the Bronco or the Dragster or the Panasonic one, or even the Lamborghini Huracan and Urus or whatever. I was very fortunate to be able to find those sets at a price that I was comfortable with and experience them and build them and play with them and display them without breaking the bank in my mind. And this one fits in with that general philosophy, so this is really great. One last thing, actually, there was an interesting thing in the instructions where it was missing the piece we were supposed to put on here. So let me just see if I can show this. And this is kind of interesting. It's not always, it's not super common for instructions to have errors, but it happens once in a while. So on this step, you're supposed to use these kind of, I don't know what to call these pieces, I call them like bracket pieces, but it's like a one plate and then up kind of a plate, a vertical 90 degrees up. And you're supposed to put those somewhere. We did use some back here, but at this point, like the previous step to this, we're putting in these bricks kind of at the front. And so I don't see those anywhere on here. So I looked to the next page, and of course then I saw them. They are right there. So it's interesting that this is just one of the errors in a Lego instruction manual. These pieces are supposed to be right on top of the gray kind of reverse version with the stud on the side going down instead of going up. And they're supposed to be placed right there, but they are not in this picture. So when I saw that, I was like, wait, where are they supposed to go? And it was easy enough for me to figure it out by looking at the next step, but I just thought it was worthwhile to point that out because occasionally Lego still can make mistakes or made mistakes in the past, and it's always interesting to find those. So this set's really, really great, and I'm very happy that I got it. So I really love these Speed Champions, and I can't wait to talk about all the other ones I haven't yet featured on my channel. So if you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the other videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I will be doing in the future, including a bunch more Speed Champions, where I won't be building the set necessarily, but I will be just reviewing the sets that I have already built, which I'm looking forward to doing, and I've been kind of pushing off a lot of those for a while I collected all these ones. But then besides Speed Champions, a ton of other Lego stuff coming up of a bunch of different themes, a bunch of the new sets that just released this month, and a ton of other stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And if you feel like supporting this channel in a different way, consider joining over at the Sobrix Patreon, where not only will you help me financially and help this channel grow and help support me in a bunch of different ways, you'll also get other bonuses and benefits from joining over there. And including some exclusive content. I've been working on some bigger sets over there, and I'm really excited to continue to do that as well, and I hope to continue growing this channel, and so every little bit helps, and I really appreciate everybody who's watching and supporting so far. It's been really, really nice. So big thank you to everybody out there, and until next time, thanks. Bye.